So now it's time for the removal of the pitman arm. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, pitman arm. Yeah, thing was stuck on there, man. But this is pretty much where it goes in. I think it's 3/4 of, or 920. I think it's 18, 3/4 or 18 or 17 socket or bolt. That goes in there. Pretty much goes in there like that, and take off the bolt. And everyone always recommends putting this back in there and then hammering it out, but since you're gonna throw this out and put a new one in, you might as well just take it out and not wanna, because what I learned from doing the tie rod ends, or if you put this in there and you hammer on it and it bends like that, sometimes when you try to loosen it up, the whole bolt is gonna spin in there, so pretty much gets stuck in there. So since you're not gonna use this back up, what I would recommend is just hammering straight on the bolt, and it will just pop right out. Because it's a trident. I've tried it and I've seen the results where I was hammering it for like 10 minutes and no movement, and then I took it off and then I started hammering the bolt, and it just kind of popped out. And you can just move it around. You can just move this around with like one of these pry bar and stuff. So in order to get this one out from here, there's this massive bolt and this washer that goes in here, which you can just use wrench or whatever it's called, and then pretty decent sized wrench, and then this should just be able to remove this instead of buying a whole socket just for this. But that's an easy way to do that, and then you can just remove that. And since it sits on here, the first thing is to do is remove that from there, and after you prop it out, just start hammering on top of here. Just start hammering it in. It was like a big hammer. This one pretty much didn't do anything, and I had to do a little bit of power, just start hammering it in. It's obviously kind of a little bit rusty there, so yeah, you need a little bit of force in there. Another thing that I did to help ease out is putting it on jack stands and turning it all the way to the left, which kind of pushed this outward. Because if the tires were straight, it would have sat right there. This little thing would have sat right there, and then you would no way been able to hammer it back up. So this is just pretty much moves it to the side and pop it back out. And yeah, so this nut is apparently a 31 or a 32, because my 32, the 12 teeth barely fits in there, and there's a little bit of wiggle room, so I'm thinking that's a 31. And this one gets torqued down to 108 to 123 foot-pounds, and that one is just like a tie rod end bolt, so that's 33 foot-pounds. Yeah, this is pretty much easy job to do, not that complex or hard. It's just the main time-consuming thing is getting these things out. But other than that, that's should take about an afternoon for someone that's not familiar to, the rusty stuff, and not familiar how much work you need to do or how much effort you need to put in to break these bolts loose. Yeah, it should take about an afternoon. Everyone else probably takes about less than an hour to pretty much drop that screw, pop it up, and drop this bolt, and then pop it down, and then put another one in and tie it all down and pump some new grease in. Yep. That's the old condition. That's the condition of the old one. Pretty much the main reason that I wanted to change it was the boot was pretty much damaged, or there was a leak somewhere, so I was like, might as well just change it. And I found out there's a little bit of wiggle room going on in there, so good thing I changed it. But yeah, not that hard to do. Would definitely recommend for someone. Instead of taking it to a shop, definitely, if you think you can tackle it, easy job to do. All right.